Welcome YouTubers, welcome to the Duke Now channel. Just finished Star Wars Rebels episode 19 called The Twin Suns, where Obi Wan and Darth Maul finally meet again to finish the battle that they started years ago. So again, we're going full spoilers on the episode, so be warned, go watch it. It's a great episode. And again, I have speculations, theories, and prediction, and where the series is gonna go by just from this episode. I think I got this. So again, this spoilers again. You've been warned. Again, so the episode starts off with Ezra trying to find Obi Wan Kenobi, just because he's getting kind of like the calls of the holocron, this small little like hologram looking thing. He kind of gets like calls from Obi Wan, and then the Sith holocron is also calling him. So he goes finds Obi Wan. So then when he finds Obi Wan, of course he goes through Tatooine. He gets there, and he tries to find Obi Wan, even though he doesn't really know where exactly he is. And at the end of the day, he finds him. Right? There's Obi Wan, and then right when Ezra and Obi Wan are talking, Ezra asks him, "Well, we need you. We need you to actually come and help us out. We need you, please. We need your help." And of course, Obi-Wan says, "No, I gotta be here. I think what you have right now is all you need. You don't need me. You don't need a really freaking amazing Jedi ever that beat up young Darth Vader. You don't need the guy." Okay, anyways. So then, of course, Darth Maul shows up. That's what Darth Maul was using Ezra to find Obi-Wan Kenobi. And there you go. Then you have this really anticipated battle that's been hyped ever since the trailer for the part 2 of season 3 for Star Wars Rebels came out. And oh my god, is it awesome. At least for me. I love how it kind of starts off with that stare down, right? Like Obi-Wan and Darth Maul, they're ready. They've been waiting for this fight, or at least Darth Maul has been waiting for this fight for years. So watching them kind of face each other again is just fantastic. And the voice actor for Obi-Wan Kenobi, just amazing. It sounds like the Obi-Wan from New Hope. It's just perfect. You know, I seriously think that was Obi-Wan coming back from the dead and kind of like giving us this amazing portrayal. So again, so then for some reason, they're staring off each other, right? They're about to attack, and then Darth Maul, of course, attacks first. And the thing is, the best part is where Darth Maul is kind of like questioning Obi-Wan, like, "Hey, like, why are you here? Why are you in this desert? Why are you in this, pile of shit of a planet? Why are you here?" And so then Obi-Wan is just like, he's not responding, but then Darth Maul is kind of just from his dialogue, he's kind of getting to the truth. And at the end he does. He's like, "Wait a minute, are you protecting someone? Or like, are you protecting something? Or someone?" And that's when Obi-Wan is like, "Okay, man, you found out what the heck I was doing. You gotta die. I'm sorry." Well, he doesn't really say that, but of course, him turning on his lightsaber means we're gonna battle right now. Shit is going down. So of course, I was expecting a battle where Obi-Wan was like flying around the screen, like kind of like the prequels, right? But that's not who Obi-Wan is, and that's not who Darth Maul is anymore. At least from this battle, they're now people not soldiers, but individuals that have been through battle, and it clearly shows from just the three strikes, 3 clashes of lightsabers. Of the lightsabers, okay? So, Darth Maul, of course, goes for Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan just kind of he just blocks 2 of his attacks, and then the last attack, he just, pretty much, slices him, with the lightsaber. He breaks his double lightsaber in half, and he's done, right? He's dead, completely, nada, right? So then, Darth Maul goes down, and he says, he looks at Obi-Wan, and I think again it's a perfect scene because you see how Darth Maul, he's not about being a Sith anymore. He doesn't care about that. He knows that the Sith betrayed him, and he doesn't really want to be a Sith anymore. And then at the end, he tells Obi-Wan right before he dies, he's like, is he the chosen one? And then Obi-Wan, of course, admits to him. And he says, yeah, he is. And then he's like, finally, someone that's going to avenge both of us. So, that dialogue right there, that really doesn't really make sense. Like, does it mean that he wants to... Oh, okay, I kind of see what's up. So apparently, like, you know, like Sidious betrayed Darth Maul, and of course, Sidious kind of... Okay, I see what... Sidious kind of influenced Anakin to get to the dark side. I see what he was getting at. But anyway, so that's where it ends, and then Ezra goes back to the Rebel base, right? And then he doesn't tell anyone about Obi-Wan. He just says, yeah, I was wrong. Like, my visions were stupid. He wasn't there. But then, of course, Kanan's like, I don't know about, man. Like, you went there, and I don't know. Let's see. But again, so what's going to happen, at least from my perspective, and I think what's going to happen is, of course, you're not going to see Anakin throughout the whole Rebel series. Not Anakin, Luke. You're not going to see him. I think he's a little kid right now. I'm not really sure, because at the end of the episode, you hear, like, you know, the aunt, like, calling for Luke, like, Luke, you know, from, like, New Hope. And he's not, at least maybe because Obi-Wan was far away, but he looks like a little boy right now. So maybe he has to grow up. Maybe I think there's a few years, of course, this is a few years before New Hope. So, again, I think they're not going to show Luke. I think Darth Maul is done. I do think that Darth Maul is probably still going to communicate with Ezra somehow, maybe after his death, maybe with the holocron, maybe. And I do think that Ezra is still kind of fighting with which side would he be on. And again, so... But I do believe the series is heading in the right direction, at least from my opinion. Just because I think what they're doing, they're giving us things that, you know, fans have been waiting for and explaining, and that gives that big plot point of, like, wait a minute, why didn't the rebels find Obi-Wan in the first place? Well, that's because, of course, he's protecting Luke, and this kind of, like, fills that plot hole where the rebels did try to, at least Ezra already tried to find him, and he did, but at the end of the day, of course, you see the whole episode, you find out that, no, he needs to protect the chosen one. So that leaves a little kind of, it fills up the gap that was there. And so, I hope they kind of, after Rebel ends, and let's say episode 7 comes out, or not 7, episode 8 comes out for the Star Wars movies, which we're going to do a theory and explanations and questionnaire podcast this Friday. I think after that movie and after Rebels ends, we're going to get something between what happened between episode 6 and 7. So we're going to have, like, adventures with Luke and you know, the cast we all love. And I think that's what they're going to do later on. And I do believe that we're going to get to see Ezra and Luke finally meet, you know. And I think Ezra is going to be a lot older, or what's called, and Luke is going to be, of course, old too. And they're going to meet, and it's going to be amazing. So I hope that happens too. But right now, Rebels, it's all about how the Rebel Alliance grows from being a pile of shit to still kind of a pile of shit, but still awesome though. You know, and go against the Empire in New Hope. So again, great episode. I do think that the 3 strikes was justified. Maybe some people will complain it wasn't as what they expected, but I do believe that Obi-Wan is now way more powerful than he was years ago. Because the first battle between him and Maul, it was like 2 beginners fighting each other. And again, Obi-Wan, total badass. He kills Darth Maul and like this. And it's amazing. So, again, I think that's all for me. I think, again, we're going to see Luke later on in another series, maybe Star Wars, something else. And Rebels, we're gonna keep seeing the evolve, the character evolution between Ezra and Kanan and all of those guys. So anyways, guys, great episode. I recommend you watch it again if you still haven't yet. And again, thanks for watching. This is the Duke Now. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Give us a good thumbs up. And I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you.